MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. The 1-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
First offering on its way. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Batting third, the left fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
In now for the O's, Dwight Smith Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Waiting on it is Brinson. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Dan Straley's bounced around for a little while, but he's a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Not an overpowering pitcher. Needs all 4 of his pitches. If he has that good changeup, he could be really tough.
In is Curtis Granderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Marlins, the left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
From the stretch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's gone 2 for 6. Granderson on at first. Nobody out. One and one the count to Martin Prado. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 lifted in the air to center field. Rickard will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now the 1-0 misses. Ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
The 3-0. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Coming to the plate now, Neil Walker, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and they start him out away with a called strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. into center field. Line drive base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Starlin Castro. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jorge Alfaro. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
He's set. The 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The set and the 2-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
He's set. The 3-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
He's set. The 3-2. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Rojas. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Comes set. The 0-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Smith ranging back. 1 run scores. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or 2 early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
Nope.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Caleb Smith. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Three runs already home here. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
The 2-0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Here it is. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 3 and the Orioles nothing. And here's Renato Nunez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking them up and putting them down. This guy can go get them in the gaps.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Two and 0. Too high, and it's 3-0. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 19. Chris.
Stepping into the box,
Davis.
Chris Davis. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Walker is there for it. 2 gone.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 40, Jesus Sucre.
Stepping in, Jesus Sucre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to short. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in now, the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full
Now
count,
batting,
you're hoping that the hitter
baseman,
is thinking fastball and
Monty.
swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Martin Prado now 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Fouled away. Granderson gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he is safe safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 1-2 is taken below the zone for a ball.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Just hung in there on that one. A runner at second, nobody out. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
The right fielder,
Whoa,
number
that
15.
ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard him go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Up top, it's 2-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to go out of the zone there as he reaches to foul this one off to the left. 0-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Walker, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Granderson scores. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
John Means is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Means.
Starlin Castro will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. No one out with a runner at second. Three and 0 now. Jorge Alfaro waits on deck. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping
Jorge.
into the box, Jorge Alfaro. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
In the air out toward right field. Mancini moves over. He's got it 1 away.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
In now, Miguel Rojas. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Walker on second. Castro is over at first with 1 away. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a runner left on. We've played 2 full. It's the Marlins 6 and the Orioles nothing. Now to the plate, number 1. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, John Means. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. This is foul right side. Villar, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the
Striding
Marlins,
in once again,
the
Lewis
center
Brinson.
fielder,
He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Rickards under it. He's got it 1 away.
now batting, the pitcher, Caleb Smith.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Caleb Smith. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And he takes strike two. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. This is line to left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Into the box, Curtis Granderson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Granderson still playing here at age 38. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Martin Prado, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hey. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. Fastball called strike 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Smith on the move, and no one will track it down. 2 out here and a runner at second. In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Marlins down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two and two the count. The 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. This one's flared out toward left, and the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Boy, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joey Rickard.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Joey Rickard. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Smith leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave one. They still find themselves down 6-0. So digging in now, Martin Prado. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Smith. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, first baseman, Neil Walker.
Digging in once again, Neil Walker, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 out, nobody on. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Shoots this one over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi.
Chris Davis.
first pitch of the at-bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Davis, 33 years old. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Digging in, Jesus Sucre. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Here's another 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, number 1. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen.
That's
2-1.
The count is 2-1.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Steve Wilkerson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12.
Ball 1. lifted down the line in left. After it is Granderson. And they can't run it down. A runner on first with 2 away. And that misses. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. They'll give that runner the green light, headed around third. He'll score easily. And the deficit now stands at 5.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Wilkerson stands at second with 2 gone. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Wilkerson ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He will score, and the deficit is cut to 4 now.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Wei-Yin Chen takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 20, Wei-Yin Chen.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini, swinging a liner, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s, getting to that one.
In now, Dwight Smith Jr. as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Chen sets. Here he comes. 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Chen, 33 years old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Orioles 2. Number 64 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. So striding in, Starlin Castro. It was a walk in his last trip.
The second baseman, Starlin
First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And there he goes towards second. Hit down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Into the box, Lewis Brinson, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
1-1.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Gotta think it's going to be a fastball here on 3-1. He definitely doesn't want to walk the bases loaded.
Here's the 3-1. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
The pitcher, number 20.
John Birdie will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away.
Birdie.
This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball deal right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1. Rojas, the runner at third. Brinson at second. Birdie at first. 1 gone. And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting, the third baseman, Martin.
Digging in to try it again, Martin Prado. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 9-2 ball game.
The right fielder, number 15, Brian Anderson.
Sliding into the box, Brian Anderson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
The first baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Count now, a ball and a strike.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
He pulls this one into right. Mancini is there. Let's see if they test it. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with two away now. At the plate, Starlin Castro. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoke toward third. DR at the bag, and that retires the side. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? We're back to South Florida following this. Austin Bryce takes over to start
Now
the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 37, Austin Bryce.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Anderson is under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joey Rickard.
Digging in, Joey Rickard. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball well outside. Rickard has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball. Skied into straightaway right. Anderson is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's set, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Ready once again, Jorge Alfaro. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The catcher, Jorge.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Now the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Mancini moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Lewis Brinson.
Into the box now, Lewis Brinson. From the belt, the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And this one's in the dirt. And over to third now is the runner.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Alfaro stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses there. 1-2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Austin Bryce, is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. He's set. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Up next from Miami, Curtis Granderson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. 2 out with the man at first. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Mancini giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. The Marlins lead it 11-2. Welcome back to South Florida. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now batting, Jesus Sucre. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now batting, number 1.
Ready now for Baltimore. Number 1. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. And he popped him up. Rojas backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, number 64.
So here's the Orioles pitcher, number 64. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Tanner Scott enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
So striding forward now, Martin Prado. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
For the Marlins, the third baseman, Martin Prado.
Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
In now, Brian Anderson. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Outside 2-1. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Neil Walker comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Prado, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Line to the right side. That's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jorge Alfaro. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Mancini is after it, and no one will track it down. And he fouls this one off. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Popped him up. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel.
Ready now, Miguel Rojas. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Not close. It's 2-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 12 and the Orioles 2. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. So stepping in, Trey Mancini. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Right there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2.
That's a ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you
Now
expect to see a lot of pitches
baseman,
down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez. He swings and grounds it to short. To Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. And this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Into the box, Lewis Brinson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The center fielder, Lewis Brinson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. Smith has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Austin Bryce, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Number 1 calls for it. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Curtis Granderson, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. The 2-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-1 now to Granderson. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Nunez over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. So they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. Tayron Guerrero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
56. Tayron Guerrero.
Now at the plate, Joey Rickard starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. Right back at the mound. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Chris Davis, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Fouled off. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Jesus Sucre is on deck. Rickard aboard here at first with nobody out. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Standing in now, Jesus Sucre, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that's off the plate and high, 2-0 now. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The batter, number 1.
Into the box now, number 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Fouled away. First and second now, one man out. And that misses 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Hanser Alberto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 57, Hanser Alberto.
Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Miami Marlins posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Wei-Yin Chen is credited with the win. Dan Straley permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The winning pitcher is Wei-Yin Chen. The loss goes to Dan Straley. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.